Realme 9 Pro Plus review. Great choice, a mid-ranger with an impressive main camera lens. The Realme 9 Pro Plus has some notable features for a mid-ranger, with an impressive main camera lens, an aesthetically pleasing design, a decent battery life, and user-friendly software. The inconsistent charging and underwhelming secondary cameras make it clear that this isn't quite the flagship killer that Realme is promising, but at this price it was never going to be. For sub-£350 there is still a lot to enjoy. It all depends on what you're willing to compromise on. The Realme 9 Pro Plus sports a bold design, a 2-day battery life, and a decent main camera, but it's not quite a flagship killer. The Realme 9 Pro Plus is the top spec phone in the newly launched Realme 9 series, which also includes the Realme 9i and the 9 Pro. With a bold and colorful design, a 90Hz screen, and a triple camera array with an IMX766 sensor, this phone seems like a flagship killer on paper. But does the Realme 9 Pro Plus hold up under day-to-day use? Realme has thankfully ditched the garish slogan print on the phones seen on the 8 series and has instead opted for a much more chic and bold finish for the 9 Pro Plus. At 7.99mm thick, it's also quite a slim and lightweight device. The 9 Pro Plus comes in a few different finishes, but the hero shade is sunrise blue, which boasts a color-changing photochromic finish. When shown under normal sunlight or ultraviolet light, the back of the phone will change from red to blue, like a chameleon. The rear is plastic, and whilst it does not feel premium to hold, it looks far from cheap. My main complaint is that because of the smooth back, the phone often takes leaps of faith off of surfaces. Fortunately, you can pop on the included case to rectify this issue. Ports-wise, the Realme 9 Pro Plus includes a USB-C slot for charging, a headphone jack, and a dual SIM slot. The power button sits on the right-hand side of the phone, with volume controls on the left. The 9 Pro Plus boasts a 6.43 inches AMOLED display, which comes with a refresh rate of up to 90 Hz. You can opt to use it on the high refresh rate, drop down to 60 Hz, or use it on auto-select to have a balance between performance and battery life. 90 Hz isn't the highest refresh rate seen on mid-rangers. Nonetheless, the screen is still colorful and bright, with tones contrasting well. There is some glare under sunlight, but it is still usable. Realme has opted to use a MediaTek Dimensity 920 chip in the highest phone in the 9 series, which is the successor to the Dimensity 900. This is also seen in the Vivo V23 and is expected to appear in the Xiaomi Poco X4. This is paired with 8GB RAM and 256GB storage, which is the only configuration that the phone comes in. The Realme 9 Pro Plus features a triple camera setup. This is led by a 50MP main camera with a Sony IMX766 sensor, the same technology seen in the OnePlus Nord 2. Impressively for the price, this also includes optical image stabilization, OIS, which allows not only for smoother video, but also for much better performance in low lighting. Textures pop well on the Realme 9 Pro Plus, and whilst colors are vivid, they aren't on the overblown side, like what I have seen on other Realme phones such as the GT Master Edition. All in all, it is a great main camera for a cheaper mid-range handset. With a generous 4,500 mAh capacity, the Realme 9 Pro Plus has a decent battery life overall. In our battery test, the phone managed a respectable 13 hours and 23 minutes of constant video playback. The Realme 9 Pro Plus runs on Realme UI 3.0, a skin of Android 12. Whilst not pure Android, the UI is familiar for Google users, with apps laid out simply and cohesively. Like other Realme devices, there's some pre-installed app bloat, including PUBG and Booking.com. These can be uninstalled should you want a cleaner layout. The Realme 9 Pro Plus costs £349, though retailers are offering £50 off if you buy it before the 6th of March. You can buy it from Amazon and Realme. The phone is not officially on sale in the US, but you will likely be able to import it from sites such as AliExpress. For a similar price, you could also consider the Poco F3, or the slightly more expensive, but more impressive, OnePlus Nord 2.